On today's video, we're going to be working on a dryer. The issue we're having is when we put the dryer to heat and we try to allow it to go through a cycle, it's not heating up. What we're going to do is we're going to hold on the door switch and then we're going to press start. And let it run for a few minutes. Now, if your heating element doesn't heat up, this video will show you how to test dryer. So what we got to do is we're gonna have to go and remove our panel. This is a double stack. If you don't have a double stack and it's just a regular single stack dryer, you will have to push the dryer forward and remove everything from behind to remove the panel and access your thermostats and sensors and your coil. If you don't know how to do that, I do have a video posted on my channel how to do that. On this particular model, we have 3 screws here at the bottom. We're going to remove those 3 screws. That will allow us to remove the panel and get access to the inside. Once you remove the 3 screws, the panel will drop. Just slide it out. So here we have to remove the panel. We have these 2 little tabs, one on each side. Need something like a flathead screwdriver. And basically what we're going to do is just going to compress it on the inside, push it down, and then that will allow you to pull it out. Open up your dryer. We're going to remove the filter. At this point, we're going to remove this panel and our assembly that attaches to the blower. We're basically just going to take out the screws. Make sure you keep your screws together so that you don't lose them and you can reuse it when you have to reassemble it. For the panel, you have 2 screws here at the bottom. You have this 1 screw here at the top. Now we're going to remove 2 screws. You got one on this side, one on this side. This is the encasement that holds the filter. Once you remove those 2 screws, you want to come here to the base where the blower is. There's a little clip right here that's holding this together. Just pull it right out. You have 1 screw right here. Once you remove that screw, you'll be able to pull this entire panel and remove it so that we can start testing our thermostat and sensors. Make sure you unplug your dryer. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to test each one of our components. We're going to need a multimeter and we're going to test for continuity. So here I have my multimeter. It's set to continuity. Now what I want is I either want my multimeter to zero out or I want to listen to it. If it has the setting or that function, you'll hear a beeping and that means that there's no break. So right now I'm going to tap my leads. And you'll see here, the multimeter is going to zero out. If we have a good thermostat or good sensor, then this is what you would want. Again, make sure the power is off. I already double checked. This is my wire right here. So now I'm going to test my first thermostat sensor. Just going to pull these prongs off. You always want to clean around the sensor, all the debris and contaminant. So here I'm testing for continuity. I have one of my leads on each prong. And so at least at this point I know that this one is good. We're going to reconnect our leads and we'll move on to the next one. If you're unable to take the prongs out, you may need to use a needle nose and slowly pull it out. Again, be careful because you are working on metal, so you don't want to cut yourself. These are some sharp edges. So here we're doing a continuity test, and this one is good. We'll do the same thing here. Just put 1 lead on each one of our prongs coming out. now we're testing the thermal cutoff fuse in the back, and you can see that we do have continuity. If you do your testing and you see that you do have continuity, the next thing you want to do is you want to test for continuity here on the coil for your heat element. So here I have my multimeter on the leads coming from my heat element, and you can see that I do not have continuity. So here we have a new heat element, and what happens oftentimes is you can see the coil kind of wraps around and it snaps into these little holders, and what happens is over time the coil just becomes brittle, and what happens is eventually there causes cracking in the coil. Now to work or repair this, you can basically remove this one screw on the side that holds it to the outer casing. Once you remove that one screw, you should be able to gently pull your heat element out. You may have to wiggle it a little bit. Remove your wires. It'll pull right out. Right now we're just basically inspecting the heat element. I don't see any cracks on this side, so we're going to flip it over. And you can see right here, this is where the crack is. Now if you are in a situation where you do need to use it, this is a temporary fix. What you'll do is you'll take these ends and you'll tie them together and wrap them around so that it completes the circuit going back. Again, this is just a temporary repair. Right now we're just going to slide it and we're going to test it. Be very careful. As I said earlier, there is metal around here. Make your connections. What we're going to do now is we're going to plug it in and then go ahead and test it. Right now I opened the door, so that's going to kill power. You can see here I'm taking my continuity test. To fix this, you have two options. You can purchase the entire heat assembly, and this is with the casing and everything already prepped. And what you would do is you would simply remove that screw and you would pull the entire element out. Again, make sure that you remove power while you're doing this. You can see here, electrical shock, be careful. Or if you wanted to do the cheaper route, you can go ahead and keep your casing here, and then you can just buy the coil itself separately. And what you would do is you would simply just remove the old coils by removing it from these little clips and installing the new one. Here it comes out fairly easy. So those are your two options depending on the experience and what you want to spend to fix this common issue with your electrical dryers. If this video was a help, if it was informational, please subscribe.